While searching for information, do you keep finding lawyers who are just selling their services instead of answering your questions? With 24 years of experience, I am familiar with the frustrations you may have while making an injury claim through an auto insurance company. I do my best to actually answer your questions in these videos and in my free book. I am Arizona native and attorney Kevin Fine, and in this video I answer your questions about what to include in your demand letter to the insurance company about your auto injury claim. A demand letter provides the insurance company with the necessary information to evaluate your claim and includes the amount you would be willing to settle for. I cover the contents of the letter itself in a separate video, but here are some things you need to gather and include as exhibits with the demand letter. First, your medical records. You will need a copy of all your medical records that pertain to your accident treatment. All of them, not just what you were handed in the hospital or doctor's office. You want a copy of your whole file. Don't forget to obtain records even from the labs where you may have been sent for diagnostic tests such as x-rays. There are two ways to provide the adjuster with your medical records. You can obtain them and send a copy to the adjuster, or you can sign the authorizations that allow the adjuster to get them directly. If you personally gather and send them on, you have the advantage of knowing you and the adjuster have the same documents. You can also control the timeline so that you are only sending records related to the collision instead of the whole medical history. You can get these records by simply asking the medical office for a full copy to be mailed, emailed, burned to a CD, or available for you to pick up. On the other hand, if you decide to have the adjuster obtain the records, I have several suggestions. First, on the authorizations that give the insurance company permission to access the records, write that they are for the date of the collision and after. Second, write in which provider a specific release pertains to limit the adjuster from obtaining your unrelated records. Third, put on the authorization or in an accompanying letter that the insurance company has agreed to provide you a copy of everything they receive. With these clarifications, much of the danger of having the insurance company gather the records is removed. Now, if there's any question as to whether you had some of your injuries or symptoms before the collision, the insurance company may want to look at your medical history prior to the accident. Apply the same standards as above, and either gather the records yourself or approve the authorizations with some conditions. Second, your medical bills. Get an itemized statement of all your medical charges from each provider that treated you. Again, this means all of them, not just what the healthcare plan didn't cover, and not just what your copay or deductible might have been. In some of those bills, even if some of those bills have already been paid, the insurance company still needs to include the whole amount in its evaluation, even if the company disputes some of it. Third, the police report. If you didn't already order the full police report, get it now. If there was any extra investigation, additional charges, or a DUI, order the supplemental report too. Also, if the police took photos, that will be marked on the report. Order those. They may be helpful. You won't know without seeing them. Fourth, proof of lost income. If you lost time from work, you need to prove it. Get a letter from your employer stating where you are employed, how much you make, and what time you missed. Have your employer calculate those losses, or else you can do it. Provide paycheck stubs or even a tax return to back it up, especially if it's a significant amount. Fifth, provide facts of your experience. As part of the demand letter you will be presenting, write up how the injuries affected your life. Be specific. It is not as meaningful to say, "It was really hard on me and everyone in my family." Rather, you want, for example, the week after the collision I was supposed to be on my anniversary trip to Hawaii. Instead, I was in the hospital. This narrative of your experience does not have to be a novel and should not be melodramatic. However, it should offer a truthful point of view of how the injuries impacted your life. If you provide these items with your demand letter, the insurance company should have what it needs to evaluate your claim. I answer more of your questions in my other videos, articles on my firm's website, and in my free book. Because your situation will be different in significant ways, the general information I presented here might not be right for your matter and is not legal advice. If you wish to talk to me more about your concerns more specifically, I do offer a free consultation. You can set up that visit, or you can order a free book through the contact information on the banner below. Thank you.